We are to find the rational roots for the polynomial p of x equal to 4x to the fourth minus x cubed minus 4x plus 1. Our possible p values are plus or minus 1, and our possible q values are plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, and plus or minus 4. So our possible p over q rational roots would be plus or minus 1, plus or minus a half, and plus or minus 1/4. So we'll just pick one of these and try a synthetic division. We will list out the coefficients in the polynomial, and we realize that we're missing the x squared term, so we'll make sure that we fill that space with a 0, as though there is a coefficient of 0 there. And we're going to choose 1. I'll choose 1 as the root to try first. So we'll leave a space and bring down the 4. 1 times 4 is 4. That leaves us with a 3 when we add. 1 times 3 is 3. Add and we get 3. 1 times 3 is 3. Add and we get negative 1. 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. Add and we get 0. So we'll choose another number from the list. Let's choose a 4th. Put that in the little half a box. And now we'll use these values since they represent the coefficients on the other factor. So we'll bring down the 4. Multiply 1/4 by 4 is 1. Add and we get 4. Multiply 1/4 by 4 is 1. Add and we get 4. Multiply 1/4 times 4 is 1. Add and we get 0. So we have another root. And the two roots that we found are x equal to 1 and x equal to 1/4. Now the other factor that we found here is 4x squared plus 4x plus 4. If I set that equal to 0 and then factor the 4 out, I'll be left with x squared plus x plus 1 equal to 0. Divide both sides by 4 and we'll have 0 still on the right. So we have x squared plus x plus 1 equal to 0. Now if I try to find these roots, I'm going to find imaginary numbers. We could do that by completing the square or by using the quadratic formula, x equal to minus 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 squared minus 4 times 1 times 1 all over 2 times 1. And we would have x equal to negative 1 plus or minus the square root of negative 3 all over 2. And we can see now that we're going to have a non-real root, an imaginary root. We have x equal to minus 1 plus or minus I, when we take the I out of the square root there, or the negative out of the square root. So minus 1 plus or minus I root 3 over 2. This is actually two answers. It's x equal to minus 1/2 plus I root 3 over 2, and it's 1/2 minus I root 3 over 2. But the problem asked us for the rational roots, and those were x equal to 1 and x equal to 1/4.